Skyblock is a flawless game with absolutely no bugs whatsoever. Nobody has ever lost any item to bugs and glitches, and Astro works every single time when buying things from the bazaar. That's exactly why using an aspect of the end directly into the death barrier of the void will teleport you 300 blocks into the air in the opposite direction. Okay, maybe Skyblock isn't as absolutely perfect as we first thought. Speaking of bugs and glitches, there isn't a bug unsubscribing people from the channels, but it would be really nice if you could check if you're subscribed. Okay, yeah, that's it. Let's actually get into some content now. Long ago, on the 37th Spooky Festival, April 2020, a player by the name rf_fm_/ had a brilliant idea. He realized that when you create a brand new island, breaking any naturally generated blocks will give you skill XP and collection XP where possible. He also realized that there's a chest that generates in this cave on the stone island full of items, and that when he broke the chest, he gained collection and skill XP. Bored one day, he decided to fill up his chest with 1,393 purple candy and 4 green candy, and go offline for a day. When he came back, it was the spooky event. He broke the chest full of candy, and that's how we got this image. Because the chest hadn't been broken before and the island server had reset from being offline for a day, the contents of the chest were classed as part of the island, and when broken, the chest's contents became his collection and his spooky points. Pretty cool bug abuse, right? Anyone who's played dungeons or spent 2 seconds on the forums has probably heard the phrase double death bug. This is a thing that happens when you die both in Skyblock but also in Minecraft. If you've ever played any game on Hypixel, you'd know that you never actually die. You just become invisible and float around until you respawn or go to a new game, or that anybody you kill either disappears into nothingness, or a zombie with the same armor dies instead of them. This is because dying causes issues with mini games like this with custom inventories for reasons I don't understand. But what I do understand is that whenever somebody actually dies on Hypixel, bad things happen, such as losing your entire inventory.
Oh my god!
In most games, it isn't too big of an issue because they're only one life, but in Skyblock, this is an issue because you tend to die a lot. There are a few things that could cause a double death, such as the Endstone Protector doing what a golem does best and whacking you, or joining a dungeon when it just doesn't feel like working properly. Thankfully, this bug is patched now, presumably because the admins typed /game rule keep inventory true like they should have done almost 2 years ago, right? It's still possible to get a double death glitch warping into a dungeon or even just warping to your own island, but you won't lose your items. The Alpha Hypixel network was designed to test and fix bugs before they made their way onto the main server. But what it actually did was give dedicated players the opportunity to find bugs and keep them for themselves to abuse at a later date. But what if I told you the completely separate alpha network nearly crashed the entire Skyblock economy on the main server? Given that you basically got infinite money on the alpha network, a player by the name of Voxir thought it would be funny to set up a buy offer for seeds at 500 million coins each. About a second later, his buy order was filled by a VIP rank. This was concerning because, well, VIP ranks weren't allowed on the alpha network. He immediately alerted an admin, went to eat, came back 20 minutes later, and found himself wiped and banned for a year. What happened? In their infinite wisdom, the admins forgot to unlink the bazaar from the main server, and as a result, money and items could be freely transferred across the 2 servers. He wasn't the only one to discover this. Around 20 other players had also been found using this bug, at least half of which were permanently banned for abusing it. The affected players were quickly reverted, and the bazaar was completely disabled on the alpha network. Permanently. Those are 3 stories of some major bugs in the history of Skyblock. Surprised I made it through without mentioning the Pedicle dupe? Also, shout out to the Hypixel Skyblock wiki for once again providing me with a source of content. If you're one of the guys who updates that website, you're amazing. Also, If you liked this type of video and want us to make another one, please let us know in the comments. Alright, see ya, have a nice day.